Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another episode of accidentalmuslims.com. We are once again at the Klein Nederberg farm out in Paarl in the Drakenstein at the Drakenstein Rehabilitation Center. Um, and we are with Naeem Roopen. Just to touch base again with him, alhamdulillah, it's his video that we had put out on our platform has created a substantial amount of traction. So we just wanted to touch base again with Naeem, an incredibly heart-wrenching, encouraging story. So Naeem, welcome back to accidentalmuslims.com.
Shukran, so good to be here again.
Yeah, well, it's my first time engaging with you, my first time here at this absolutely breathtaking venue. I just wanted to, when I watched your video, I heard your story. Hats off to you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and protect you always,
Inshallah. Amin.
and inshallah keep your life clean. Um, Subhanallah, there's so many things that I want to discuss with you, but something that stood out for me, um, you know, nobody is okay. Nobody is perfect in this life. We all have our challenges,
Yeah.
and I think addiction of any form is systemic of your current situation. And when you came to that realization, you could make those changes. And from my own personal perspective, this is how the depression series has actually was formed through my own story of suffering and dealing with depression. And I often think that my life could have been a lot worse if I never sought help, if I never went out there and found the tools to improve my life. And the tools are there. I mean, you are proof of that.
Definitely is.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe if we can just touch on um, the realization when you came to the point where I had enough of what I was doing to my family wasn't right. What I was doing to myself, most importantly, was unacceptable. It couldn't continue. What was that light bulb moment for you?
The light bulb moment is in addiction, there's a term called rock bottom.
Yeah.
And each individual, before they can make that change, has to reach the lowest of low, that lowest
Yes.
point, hence it's called rock bottom. And my rock bottom, it wasn't the street, staying on the street, it wasn't abusing myself, it was more of at a state of so severe depression. Even after I tried to commit suicide, that didn't stop me, because like I said, my focal point, or my universe revolved around using, and I would do anything to get it.
Yes.
So my turnabout point was that I don't know how to describe it. It was just a feeling that just came where I couldn't do this anymore.
Mm.
I can specifically remember that I was in a state of detox, of withdrawal, and I was so overwhelmed with all these emotions, and all the sadness, the pain that I've caused to myself, not only to myself but to my family, but most importantly myself, because I'm here, and that feeling I cannot describe in words. That's why I just say I couldn't do this. I couldn't continue on this road.
That point of when you realize that you can't do this on your own, that you need help. I think, can we focus on that point when you realize that assistance is available for you? Because it's not only for when you are a substance abuser. I think it's an addiction of any kind. Firstly, it is that deep state of depression that you were in, that there's actually help for it. And something I think we should focus on, the different forms of help, be it meds, be it therapy, be it a change of environment. Let's just focus on that for a moment.
Okay, for my personal experience, like you mentioned, there is so many forms of help out there, and being at that point where I needed to make that I came to the realization that enough was enough. All along I knew there was help, but because of my pride and my ego, that I didn't want to how can I say, to go in search. I didn't want to take that step forward and go and look for that specific route of help. Um, there was counselors available to me. There were social workers. I could have gone to any outside. I went to an outpatient program, but I mean, I wasn't willing to make that change because I was rebellious. I didn't want to because of my pride. I want to do this. I got myself in this. I want to do it alone, and I always believed it until it came that I couldn't. I tried many times. I couldn't.
And once you had let go from the pride and the fact that you came to the realization, there's no way that I'm going to conquer this demon on my own. That's when changes actually happened within
Yes.
your life.
Yes, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, when I came to the facility, to the rehabilitation center, and I started learning about character defects, my personality traits that have caused me to move on in this direction of addiction, and there's so many different aspects that have contributed to me moving forward, like the trauma in my past, not knowing my dad. There's so many things,
Yes.
that pushed me on this road.
Yes.
And once I came here, I learned about all of it. But the most important thing I had to learn that I struggled with was honesty. I needed to be honest with myself in order to really work on each and every single character flaw that I had that
Yes.
have pushed me on this road of addiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And ultimately it put me in such a state of depression that I thought it was impossible to get out.
Sure.
But working these steps and working using the tools and implementing them, it gave me the knowledge and the understanding, but most importantly the wisdom of how to change not only myself, but to work on my family,